A lot of business owners fall into the trap of trying to perfect an idea before launching it. They obsess over every detail, tweaking it, refining it in private, thinking they need to get this perfect version before it goes live. Man, if it's not just right, then they won't love it. But here's the reality. Done is better than perfect. And your first version, no matter how much time, effort, energy, hair pulling you do over it, is never gonna be perfect. And the market is the only thing that can refine it for you. What's up? Welcome back to another episode of Own the Exit. This is the podcast for entrepreneurs who are serious about scaling, about systematizing, and about ultimately exiting their business with maximum upside. Now, if you're a business owner, whether it's service-based, product-based, B2B, B2C, it does not matter. There is one foundational principle that will determine your success over the long term, and it's this: money follows speed. Speed of execution. Now, I know what you're going to say. I've heard that, Caleb. We've all heard it, okay? It's a nice little thing to say from a stage at a business conference. It's definitely a great way to sell a service or product. We've all heard the pitch, right? You can do this yourself and it'll take you years, or you can give me $50,000 and I'll give you the whole system today. And if it means just one extra deal or keeps you 10% more of your clients or increases your sales by half of what it's done for every other client, then it will pay it for itself 4 times over. Because why? Money follows speed. So the faster you get started, the faster you can see results, right? We've all heard the sales pitch, okay? I've experienced this though. I've experienced the power of speed of execution firsthand in my business journey. And I've seen both sides of it. I've seen winning big by executing fast, and I've seen losing opportunities by moving too slow. So today, I want to break down why speed of execution is everything, how it gives you a competitive advantage, and why iteration always beats ideation. So let's dive in. All right, let's start with a hard truth. If you have a great idea, you're not Einstein. Someone else out there is probably having the same idea or has probably had the same idea. And the only thing that separates you from them is how quickly you bring it to market. At our investment firm, our real estate and alternative investment platform, OakIQ Investments, we were among the first to develop a turnkey fund management platform for entrepreneurial capital raisers. This allowed them to tap into private equity investments without having to deal with the back-end complexities. And because we executed on that so quickly, we established ourselves as a leader in the space before others even realized that the opportunity was there. Now, right now, there's a ton of firms that are working to replicate what we've done, but because we moved first, we have a strategic advantage, one that extends beyond just being first to market. And that's kind of what leads to the next point: iteration over ideation. See, a lot of business owners fall into the trap of trying to perfect an idea before launching it. They obsess over every detail, tweaking it, refining it in private, thinking they need to get this perfect version before it goes live. Man, if it's not just right, then they won't love it, right? But here's the reality. Done is better than perfect. And your first version, no matter how much time, effort, energy, hair pulling you do over it, is never gonna be perfect. And the market is the only thing that can refine it for you. So the faster you get your idea out there, the sooner you actually get that real feedback, which allows you to iterate and improve upon it. And this is what keeps you ahead of the competition. Take a simple example. Imagine you own a pizza shop, okay? You come up with a new kind of pizza with crazy toppings and some kind of different kind of stuffed crust or something. Now, if you put that idea, like sit on that idea for too long, somebody else might put it out. And when they do, they became the innovator, and you're the one who looks like you're trying to play catch up. See, being first to market is not just a psychological advantage, but it actually is a real strategic edge. Once you're first, your next goal is to improve faster than anyone else. And I want to unpack that a little more. When you are first to market, then you're also the first person who can improve upon that product, upon that service. Once you're in the market though, The first way to improve upon that product and that service is to focus on optimizing time to value. How quickly your customer can experience the benefit of your product or service. Continuing with kind of the pizza example, right? The pizza example of Little Caesars, right? Little Caesars hot and ready now. I can literally walk in, give Little Caesars $6 or $7, whatever it is now, and walk out with a pizza. Okay, versus go and order from another pizza shop that probably even has a better pizza, but it's not as fast. It's not delivered as fast. My time to value is longer. And if I'm insanely craving pizza or I'm just really hungry, I'm going to go to the place that's going to get me the thing fast. See, the faster you can deliver results, though, the more you can charge. Take anxiety, for example. Anxiety is something a lot of people struggle with, a lot of business owners struggle with, right? There is a ton of scientific research out there that shows meditation and mindfulness practices can reduce and even eliminate anxiety. And meditation is absolutely free, but it takes time to deliver the results. Xanax, on the other hand, pop a pill and you're calm in 15 minutes. And that is why the pharmaceutical industry is worth billions and the meditation industry is not, because fast is better than free. So ask yourself, how can I take my product or my service and improve it in a way that reduces the time to value for my customers? And here's the best way to do that. Improve your product for your existing customers first and give those improvements to them for free. Why would I do that? Because listen, retaining an existing customer is far more profitable than having to go out and acquire a new one. And the more value you continuously provide, the more you over deliver without coming back with your hand out asking for more, the longer they stay and the more likely they are to buy more from you down the road. And what you're doing then, by executing fast, you're setting off a chain reaction from start to finish. It's not just about getting the thing out there. It's about the chain reaction or the domino effect that you set off throughout your whole business, right? And this is right here, I'm going to break down. This is the chain reaction that you set off when you commit to speed of execution at every phase of your business. Number one, you execute fast and you're able to be first to market. Number two, you're able to get real world feedback and iterate quickly, which means number three, you consistently improve your product or your service, making it better and making it faster, i.e. time to value for your customers. Number four, you build customer loyalty because they see continuous growth in value in what you are offering. They see your product continuing to get better. And so they stick around. It's like they're excited about what's the next awesome thing they're going to roll out, right? Number five, you dominate the competition because you're always ahead in execution and iteration. And number six, the dream, baby. You build a business that's scalable, it's systematized, and it's ultimately sellable. And the only way you can build a business that can one day you can replicate yourself in and exit from is by embedding a culture of execution and iteration into its DNA. Done is better than perfect, and over-delivering is the only way to win. So here's my challenge to you. What's one thing that you've been sitting on that you need to execute on today? Stop waiting for perfection. Get out there, get real world market feedback, and refine it as you go. That's it for today. Thank you for joining on The Exit. Hey, if you got value from this, share it with another entrepreneur who needs to hear it. And if you haven't already, subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Until next time, execute fast, iterate often, and own your exit. See you soon.